Okay, so the second wine in our single varietal red wine range is called Dangerfield Syrah. So there's a funny story behind Dangerfield and why we used the name for our Syrah. The primary reason was to give it a stylistic identity that was different to the Shirazes that we used to make, which were kind of a bit bigger and richer in style. And I was kind of getting a bit tired of them, and I was looking for something a little bit different and to bring a bit more freshness and a bit more herbal kind of lift into our Shirazes. So I thought, okay, let me find some wines that I thought really capture that style, and I found a few and tasted them, and I spoke to the winemakers and tried to figure out what they'd been doing to make this style different. And so then I started to apply these to my winemaking. And in 2013, I produced the first Syrah at Beaumont. So it's quite a recent thing, and with that I produced quite a radically different style of Shiraz. And you might be confused as to why we call it Syrah or Shiraz, but they're basically the same grape, and it's really just the winemaking practice that changes it, and the stylistic expression of the grape that changes it from a Shiraz to a Syrah. I always say Shirazes are more like the Aussie style. They're kind of richer, deliciously fruit-driven, and quite dense in kind of weight and structure. And Syrahs are a bit more kind of French, you know, like a little bit more spice and a little bit more herbal characters, and that's normally because they use a bit more stalks when they ferment the grapes. And so that's where I've kind of moved in my style and winemaking approach, and also brought the alcohol down, which makes the wines really just that bit more enjoyable and drinkable. And I find that, yeah, I think since having 3 kids, it's easier to drink wines at 13.5 alcohol versus 14.5 alcohol. So I get a lot more pleasure out of it. So this is Dangerfield Syrah, and the name Dangerfield was basically supposed to be my middle name. So I was supposed to be Sebastian Dangerfield Beaumont, and that didn't happen because my grandparents didn't quite agree with that Dangerfield name. And so I got Trevor instead, which my wife loves to tease me about. And anyway, Dangerfield is, we thought would be a cool name to give to this new style of Syrah. The vineyards are not particularly dangerous, and nothing in the winemaking is dangerous or in the wine, but it is a very, very beautiful expression of the varietal. And I think once you've opened the bottle and tried it, you'll realize what I'm trying to achieve. I'm very ruthless with making sure that each vintage captures that character and essence of kind of intensity and lightness at the same time. And so in that way, I didn't release it 2015, but have kept have a current vintage of 2016 and 17 that we've just released. And yeah, it's an amazing style that expresses kind of a bit more of the herbal, spicier characters of the grape. All grown on the farm, all on our shale soils, with not too much vigour, which gives the wines good intensity, and especially with a grape variety like Syrah. And yeah, get out there and try it. You can keep it for a while. You can age it. 5 to 10 years, I would say, is a good time, and you can have it with a wide variety of red meats and spicy dishes. You know, Syrah works well with all those kind of slightly spicier kind of characters, and yeah, it's a beautiful wine to drink. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.